Veterans Affairs to order. First on the agenda is to set the public hearing on the redistricting, which you all got copies of in your box. Do you have a date, Jim? Do you have a date?
Oh, it's, yeah, the next meeting.
The next meeting for Wednesday, the 15th?
We would set it for the September.
Okay, oh, for September.
Right.
Okay. I entertain a motion. Bruce, second by Bob. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, second on the agenda, Mr. Bono has something he wants to say on the veteran scholarship.
I talked a few months back about possibly setting up a scholarship for veterans. It would mimic Saratoga County has this, and I think it's a great idea, but you know, I'm just here to get the pulse of the committee and the legislature. But basically what it is, it would be a scholarship that would benefit the veterans or their families. We could set it up either way. We could, you know, a veteran could use it for, I was thinking more lines of education, but, you know, there's vets that have health problems, they have housing problems or essential services problems, you know, that we could tailor make this any way we want, but give some type of benefit or scholarship or grant or whatever you want, a loan, whatever, to a vet or their family member with stipulations involved. And you know, we'd have to set up a subcommittee maybe of this group and write it up. It would be funded privately through donations and endowments and funerals and whatever. This would not cost the taxpayer any money outside of the committee meeting and deciding who's going to get these scholarships, maybe on a quarterly basis or every 2 months get together, whatever. You have to be a resident of the county. You could possibly be a veterans group. We could include veterans groups if we wanted. I know Saratoga County does that, but and again, not again, but first of all, I don't want this to be in competition with other veterans groups that you know, the VFWs, the American Legions, or whoever that have fundraising activities and do have their own separate scholarships. This would be apart from that. I did have the benefit to talk to my own VFW in Schuyler last night at their monthly meeting. They like the idea. They would be willing to help out as a kickoff, you know, to have a fundraiser there. Maybe we could have a fundraiser every year to benefit this program and have it travel throughout the county. Maybe we should talk to some of the veterans groups, see if they're in favor of it. If they're, you know, it is a parochial thing with the veterans groups. You know, they have their fundraising, so we don't want to get involved with or butt heads with them. It would be an application process for an individual or a group. Based on financial need, you probably need tax returns, and these are just basic things that I pulled off of Saratoga's, but we can talk about them. And this is, I just need another minute here and I'll be done. Bank statements maybe for 3 months, and then have it go through the committee and then decide. And it would be just a token. It wouldn't be much. It would be, you know, $100, $200, $300 help for a veteran. And maybe, again, I'd like to see it applied towards education, but you know, some of the older vets don't want to go to school anymore. So maybe we can do it for you know, vets or grandchildren or children that want to go to school, of vets that want to go to college. That, you know, you could help out with the books or part of their tuition or, you know, whatever, transportation costs. So again, to be talked about. There's a limit of $500 for every 3 years that a vet. For every 3 years for vets and their families, $1,000 for veterans organizations. They can do multiple projects in a year. The treasurer's office, Kim left, but would be responsible for the disbursements of the funds, and then we would probably just need a thank you from our clerk. And you know, outside of that time and effort, it really won't cost us too much. So I'd like to set up a subcommittee, maybe of a few people from your committee,
Yeah,
Jean,
and
then get the ball rolling. I mean, is everybody on board with this? If you're not, if you think we're going to have headaches, then we can end it here. But
Yes.
Do we know whether special needs and shortcomings
Yes.
and existing reasons? Because we've never heard from, I think it would be great.
I talked to Charlie, I made it,
But I mean, for Charlie to come to speak to what he's seeing is.
what the needs are out there.
Well,
I'm sure
what
Charlie-
he recognizes through people that have approached him is the shortfall.
Charlie mentioned education, and that's why I'm headed that way. So I've already talked to Charlie on that. But, you know, how many homeless vets do we have? How many hungry vets do we have? You know, that's, we could find that information out and then see if we want to gear it a different way. So,
We know housing is an issue. Take one of these houses that nobody's buying.
so, you know, we would contact the funeral homes, the vets organizations, Charlie would know about it, and so, if I could, Gene, just make a motion to form a subcommittee.
Okay.
I make the motion?
I'll make a motion.
Yeah, Ray made the motion. You want to second it?
Sure. No, I made the motion.
Oh, you made the motion
I'll
and Ray
second.
seconded it. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
And any opposed? Carried. If you want, if you're interested in sitting on this committee, and we could take it, you know, from the members on the committee, let Jim know, and then he'll arrange a meeting, and we'll look into this. Okay?
Very good, thank you, appreciate it.
Okay. There's no other business? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Peter, second by Bob. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?